Hey, my name is Rob Niebeling. My wife Sherry and I retired here last year. We've been here 3 years. We started building about a year and a half ago, and we're pretty much done now. We just love the design and the layout of the house. We spent a whole day working on plans and drawing it out, and everything just turned out so much better than we ever imagined. We were going for a dog trot style house where there's a breezeway between the house and garage, and that's what we've ended up with. It sort of looks like a farmhouse style. And then we have the extended porch that's 13 feet out that we can drive both vehicles under in case of bad weather or anything like that. All of the drives and everything are the stamped and stained concrete, and they just have a real beautiful look to them. We're both Air Force veterans, so you'll see some USAF items around the house. So if you're not familiar with dog trot, it's an old term where they used to have the kitchens in a separate building, and the dogs would lay on the porch between the buildings because there was always shade and a breeze. So that's sort of the design that we went for here. And this is just only slightly bigger lot than some of them, so you can put pretty much anything you want on the lot that you build here. The house is 18 wide and 50 long, and the shop is 18 by 20, so they have the matching buildings look from this end and then the breezeway between them. Typically we just park out here. We have the RV in the driveway. We spend 2 or 3 nights a week in the RV just for fun, just sleeping out there and watching TV, watching DVDs and stuff like that. We have a 22 kilowatt generator here. It's all underground power here, so we don't have power outages much, but we got that just in case. And behind the screens here is the Aqua Hot, Insta Hot, whatever you call it, the hot water heater that provides instant hot water that's tankless. We've got 14-foot vaulted ceilings in here. Still missing a light fixture up there. We haven't quite found what we want here. Okay. So this is the great room here. So the cabinets have rusted tin panels in it. They, like I said, the cabinet maker, Robert Waldrop, he just lets his imagination run wild, and we ended up with the rusted tin backsplash, and then the same on the risers on the steps. He built the stairway and the cedar posts and all that. It's got concrete rebar for balusters, and he put us in a little doghouse down here. We have a utility closet here, so we have coats and all that where our electric panel is. And then this is, I don't know, 9 feet long or something like that. This is the master bedroom, and he originally built this as the pantry in the kitchen, and my wife is like, nope, that's going to be your chest of drawers. We have cedar closets here, and all of the, you can see all of the walls have the rough edge, live edge cedar trim on them. And then we have utilities here for a washer and dryer, and that actually has a big pantry in it also. And then this is a rolling door here. We have barn doors here. And a pocket door here. So like if you had stuff going on out here, you can close up the dogs or the kids or whatever. And then this is the master bath. And the tile shower. I love the pebbles on the floor. And the same cabinetry throughout the house. We went with butcher block countertops in here. So this big log across the top here, that when they sawed it in half, there was a raccoon living in it, so it was hollow, and they were going to throw it on the burn pile. And the cabinet maker said, no, we'll go ahead and use that up there instead of using it for a split rail like these beams are. And so you can see where the little yellow hammer is up there. There was a knot hole there. We have a gas fireplace here. The floor plans are usually wide open like this because they use the mini splits for heat, so there's no duct work, so you're not wasting wall space with duct work. So the mini splits are really efficient at heating and cooling, so we've really enjoyed that so far. We have the fireplace here. We use that in the winter quite a bit, actually, even just in mornings like this morning when it was cool, Sherry will turn that on and take the chill off the air. You can actually set the temperature on that. Out here is the porch, the deck. We have powered shades on it, so we get blocking from the afternoon sun. And that one hangs up. There we go. So we get that sun setting in the west over there, and it really cooks this deck, but those shades make a big difference. And it cuts down the wind through here somewhat too. You know, we've been married for 37 years and we've never had outdoor living before. And so we spend a lot of time out here. We, watch TV in the evening, and we don't fish, but we do have this pond that's stocked with catfish, brim, and bass. Right now the catfish are staying low. Otherwise, I'd throw some food out there so you could see them, but the catfish are staying down. And you can see, well, usually you can see brim and bass, but I think it's just a little cool for them right now. We went with the goat fencing on the deck here, so you have unobstructed view of the water when you're sitting at the deck. And we just really like that. Several people have gone with it now. We get a good breeze through that breezeway here between the house and shop. The dogs love that. They can just push through there. Yeah, so this the tin on these risers here, he said that was laying out in his field for about 10 years when he picked it up to make it our risers and the backsplash there. So we have two closets up here that are off-season storage. So we have Christmas in here, and then clothing storage over there. And then we built this with a full bath up here, so it could be a second bedroom, but we don't have a need for that, so we just use it as an office. And we did put in a whole tub unit in there, just so we would have one tub. So this was sort of a copy of Larry and Sandy's house, but theirs goes out all the way to that wall. And then they have a tub and all that here, but we like the openness here. We haven't quite decided what to do with that wall yet. I'd like to get a great big old tattered flag or something to put up there. I just love this view of looking out with the big cedar beams and everything. So that's the main house, and then we have the workshop here. It's a little bit of a mess, but I spend a good portion of my days out here. Like I said, this is 18 by 20, and a lot of people, this is their whole cabin. They'll have their RV there, and some people have decked it all the way across, and then they put sleeping beds up there, bunk beds up there, and they'll put a whole kitchen under here. And it actually works out really nice when you have a nice motorhome. And then we do have a full bath in here. It has a shower and a big utility tub here so that we can do dog baths and stuff in here. So we have that all set up so that we don't have to bathe them in our kitchen sink. I just love the openness of this. Now some people completely deck this at 8 foot and then they have all kinds of storage upstairs, but we chose to have the open air like this. I love having my own little secret hideaway out here. I'm collecting license plates from all 50 states with my birth year, so they're all 1958, and then these are the Canadian ones. And those cans over there are actually all radios, so that's something I've collected over the years. That used to be a big deal in the 70s and 80s, the can radios. Isn't that funny? Oop. And then this is my woodworking bench. I built this probably 30 years ago, and I'm using it for leather working now. So I just finished this one. This is a pistol caddy. And after one person saw that, he commissioned me to make another one, so there's another one in process. So that's a bunch of junk that I've made over there. Well, last year when we had our salute to the military and veterans and firefighters, EMS public servants and everything, we gave away about 15 of those items like that. It's really nice to have a little bit of grass for the dogs and not have to worry about mowing it or taking care of it. So we have a fire pit area out here, and the dogs have their little area out here. We've talked about doing fencing around this to match the deck in a half circle around there. But it's just a beautiful view. You can see how quiet it is, and we've got great neighbors. It's just a great community. We absolutely love it here. So if you're thinking about coming and looking, come on down. We'd love to show you around. You know, depending on who's here at the time, everybody's always eager to show off their houses and everything, because it's just such a delight being here and everything. We'd love to have you come and take a look around and join our family.